I just can't thank all of you enough for being here today. This is just an amazing day. It's perfect in every way. I just want you to know that like, everyone coming in today, it's like, wow, each and every one of you has played a role in our journey to where we are today. And there's just so many people out here, every one of you who I couldn't have done it without you. Here's my little grandson, TJ. um, but one thing is we wish that that our parents could be here. You know, my parents right now are dancing up in heaven. I can tell you that right now, and I'm sure you guys are too. And but they are represented by so many people here today, including my brother and sister, my kids, all the grandkids, the great grandkids, my aunt and uncle, my uncle Jerry, Aunt Marcia, my cousins from my mother's side, and then I've got my Brady cousins here representing, the Bradys, and just each and every one of you in the Andersons. There's so many Andersons. I love them all. They're all so nice. And they're great. So like the siblings and the nieces and nephews and grandchildren are all here to represent our parents. So, Claire, we're married. I think like after 4 years, I don't know. I don't know how. Well, all of you probably know. Like we didn't see each other for over 4 years. Communicate for over 4 years. And whoever would have known that Claire picking me up on a horse on Hamilton Avenue my sophomore year of high school would lead to him writing me off in his white Dodge Ram Chariot to the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises that we can even imagine, and the beautiful life we have today. So, all it took, well, I want to say something else. Like, who else would have thought that me calling my sister to touch base on a ski trip on a Wednesday night would lead to me not being able to stop? Well, she said she ran into Claire at the coffee shop, and I couldn't get him off my mind. And so I proceeded to call one of my friends, Glenn Rowe, who couldn't be here tonight. And all it took was for me to send him a text and say, "Is Claire available?"
More hard to get.
And all he did was send me his contact information. And all it took was a text message asking if he wanted to go skiing sometime. And here we are. He was pretty easy. He wasn't that. It was like, wow, he's responding back, and we're just, he wants to do stuff with me. It was a lot. It's been a lot of fun. But since that time, like, he was easy. But you know what? That was easy. But, however, life isn't always so easy. And we both had to overcome some challenges to get to where we are today. And I'll tell you what, I knew the first date I was with him is when I knew that Claire was for me. And I loved him the first day I laid eyes on him when I asked him to go skiing, and he came right away. He came right away, half an hour early, actually, for dinner. And we went for a walk, and I knew that I felt that he was for me because I didn't know much about Claire, except that he lived in North Carolina, and he was a wrestling coach, and so I wanted to hear all about him. But he wanted to hear my story, and he listened. He had on like he wanted to listen, and Claire really taught me that it's okay to reflect on the past and always remember the past, but always embrace now and what we're doing, and this is what we're doing here today. Is really embracing all of you who are here to celebrate with us. I have to tell you, another time, I'm not going to bore you with my love stories, but they are pretty good, I think. Like the second time, it was the second week we were together, or the day, we had brunch at my mother's house, and we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, he's talking to my mother in Polish. and they're having a conversation. And I'm like, who speaks Polish? Like, who just like knows Polish? And it was like, wow, they were having this great conversation with each other, and I was like, oh wow, like this is really cool. If you can do that. And he lived in Poland for a while, so that's how he knew that. But then it was, I think I might embarrass you now. He's a tough guy. He is tough. There's kind of a sensitive part. But anyway, I just have to say this was in week 3 or week 4 of our relationship. We went for like an 8.5-mile walk, and Claire held my hand for the first time, and I said to Claire, "So does this mean we're on a date, Mr. Anderson?" And he just didn't say anything. But that evening, I got a text message from him that said, "I don't kiss on my first date. I'd like to consider tomorrow our second date." And so I said, "I thought you never had." So that first month, I knew for sure he was for me. And the love just keeps growing. I'll never forget when my niece Jessica from the Grace family told me, she said, "You know what, Kathy, the love is just going to keep growing bigger. The circle of love is just going to keep getting bigger," and that it has. It's like, the Anderson family has been so wonderful to me. All the fun we've had at parties and cookouts and vacations in Florida, and the boys have been amazing. Shortly after, for a while after we were dating, we went on a ski trip to Utah, and I was scared to death to go to Utah with 5 guys. I was like, his 4 boys went, and I didn't even meet all of them yet. And but yet they treated me. They were so welcoming, and I thank you so much for welcoming me into your family, because I was really treated like a queen. And then a few years later, as far as the circle of love keeps growing, we've got Silas and Lizzie. Last vacation we went on, we went with Christine and Lizzie, so we were 3 queens, and that was fun. And then we brought Adam. Adam has been a part of our family, and he's done a great deal of, it's been wonderful. And then we have new TJ, another marriage, and TJ. And, so the circle of love is growing with the Graces, with the Andersons, with all of you. So I know I'm getting off track, but I just want you to know how much it means to us that you're here today. It's going to be so much fun. It is. So everybody, we want to propose a toast to have some love and laughter in our lives, and to all of you for being here and being part of our lives. So thank you. Cheers. So now we're gonna eat first.